Warning: the following reaction may contain spoilers for The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 video games, which may spoil the television series. Viewer discretion is advised. Today, on The Last of Us. Oh, she was just torturing somebody for information, that's all. Oh, come on, just tell him. And the monster turned out to be him. Oh, okay, whoa, okay. I don't know what to think now. Wow, really? You're not even gonna try? Oh, no. Alright, here it comes. Hello, humans and infected. Welcome to Nerdy Geeks React. My name is Rhett, and I am a nerdy geek trying to react. Tonight, we are watching the Season 2 finale of The Last of Us. Episode 7, The Convergence. Convergence, I guess everything is going to converge. Maybe the other side of the story, Abby's side of the story, is going to converge here, and we're gonna get a finale before we actually get to see Abby's side. Maybe? Guess we'll see. Last episode, we had the flashbacks. We flashed back farther than I expected. We flashed back to when Joel and Tommy were teenagers. Joel had that conversation with his father. His father talked about how his father once beat him across the jaw for stealing a candy bar and broke it, and he said that he was trying to do better than that, and then he hopes that Joel would do better when it was his time to raise his kid. So then we get to the flashbacks with Ellie. It was her 15th birthday. She burned her arm to scar it to hide the bite mark. We got the cake that said happy birthday Eli, and Joel gives her the guitar. And then we jump to the next birthday, her 16th birthday. That was the birthday at the museum. You get to see the T-Rex, and then we get the space section of the museum. Ellie gets to put on the helmet. They climb into the lunar module, and she gets to listen to the launch. Then when they're walking back, she sees like some fireflies, like actual, insect fireflies flying around, and makes her stop and think a bit. Next birthday is her 17th birthday, and she's caught fooling around with, I can't remember the girl's name. I want to say Hannah. She had started to make Ellie's tattoo. Joel was not happy about the fooling around, the tattoo, and the smoking of the weed. Yeah, they both got angry at each other. They had a fight, and Ellie tried to move herself into the garage. Joel decided that maybe it would be good for her to have her own space. Yeah, so he decided that he would help her move into the garage. And then Joel talked to Gail and asked about the symbolism, because he looked at the tattoo again and asked Ellie what it was with the moths, and Ellie said it was just from dreams. And then Joel talked to Gail about what that meant, because Joel thought that it was about change and growth and new life or whatever, but Gail said that was for butterflies, and that moths represented death. Then we skipped to 2 years ahead to her 19th. We didn't get her 18th birthday for some reason. Ellie has a bunch of questions she wants to ask Joel about Salt Lake City, because there are some inconsistencies in his story. Joel shows up and says for her birthday she's gonna get to go on her first patrol. It was supposed to be something easy, but there was some infected with the patrol of Adam, I think the other guy's name was, and Eugene. And this is where Eugene gets infected. And Joel promised to bring him back, and he didn't, and shot him in the head. And that let Ellie know that Joel lied about the fireflies, because he had that same look, almost exactly the same words, and he lied again. So by lying about Eugene, it revealed he lied about the fireflies. And that's what caused the rift between Joel and Ellie that we see on New Year's Eve, which is the next part. We go back to Joel sitting on the porch, but this time we get her coming back, and they talk about the truth. Ellie says she's giving Joel one chance to tell the truth, and if he lies, that they're done. Joel tells her the truth, that he killed everyone there, that they were going to use her to make a cure, but she would have died. Ellie is upset. That was her purpose, to cure the infection, to cure the cordyceps disease. She doesn't think that she'll be able to forgive him for that, but that she wants to try. that scene on the porch is not supposed to happen until the very end of the game, but they're putting it here. I'm not sure why. It might mean that something's gonna change for the end of this whole arc, but that memory was supposed to help Ellie at a crucial point in the game and help her with a decision. Showing it now, I'm not exactly sure if it's still going to play out the same way. I can't say for sure anymore, because that was a major change. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go, because at this point I have no idea where it's gonna what exactly is gonna happen anymore. If they're still gonna follow it, or if there's gonna be some other radical changes that completely alters the story from what the gamers already know. This episode, the finale, yeah, I have no idea where the ending point is even gonna be. Are they gonna go all the way to the aquarium and then back to the theater and have that confrontation there? I guess we'll just go ahead and get into it, and we'll see what happens in this finale and where they stop and what they're going to leave us hanging with until season 3. Watch The Last of Us on HBO Max, and give them some support by watching it there. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I think we're ready. Straight into the credits. So no intro. Oh, the end of the last episode, after that last flashback, we get Ellie walking back to the theater. Hopefully Jesse and Dina will be there. Dina was injured by the Seraphite encounter. And we're back to a single person at the end. Yeah. In the flashback episode, we had 2 again. So, it's back to 1.
This is gonna hurt.
It already hurts!
Ah ha ha!
Just do it!
Ah ha 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 ha! Gah!
Dina!
She's okay. She's in the dressing room. Ellie, where were you?
Oh, she was just torturing somebody for information, that's all. In the game, Ellie came back all covered in blood. Which was pretty messed up. Because, yeah, Ellie came back bleeding and, like, covered in blood, I mean, not bleeding. Oh, yeah. Kind of like that, except it was all over. Like her face and pretty much everywhere. And Dina cleaned her up.
Does she know where Abby is?
Yes, but she only said 2 words. Whale and then wheel.
Whale and wheel. So, the aquarium, the Ferris wheel.
I made her talk.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, maybe she got what she deserved.
Same way Joel got what he deserved.
We need to go home.
Okay, so... Huh. Dina says we need to go home. Ellie agrees, and she's not going after Abby? Okay, they're going out to get Tommy. Okay. So okay. Ellie's conflict might still happen.
And then I offered her whiskey and she refused. Dina, the girl who's never turned down a free drink in her life, seconds before I was gonna push a crossbow bolt through her leg.
That's weird. I don't know why.
Yes, you do.
Oh, come on, just tell him.
Blind. And I bet she even tells you things she wouldn't tell me. Like how she's pregnant.
Okay, he does know. He figured it out.
Fuck.
I don't think he ever found out in the game.
Oh shit, you were guessing?
We need to move faster.
Oh, look up top. There. That bridge. That's gonna come back later, I'm pretty sure. Were those syringes? Why were there syringes there? And why did they focus on them?
And then we'll...
Oh, no.
I am not dying out here. Not for any of them. This is not our war.
Got a point.
Let's go.
but it's her wanting to help them. Oh, Costco. Okay. But yeah, Ellie trying to help. There's still some light in her.
Melissa and Christy are saying the storm's a convergence zone.
What's that mean?
Gonna get even bigger.
Oh. Okay.
Orders have been relayed verbally. Everything's set.
So, wait, that's good news? That it's getting bigger?
Any word on Abby?
Not since yesterday. We still haven't found Owen.
Okay. That's still accurate.
Mel is missing now, too.
And so is that.
We still have Manny.
Well, we have a lot of Mannies, don't we? And enough Owens and Mels. But
There's only
Abby.
one Abby.
By the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. There's an even better chance I'll be dead. So then what happens to that entire fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep? Who leads them? It was supposed to be her.
So maybe it wasn't.
Okay. So he was grooming her to be next in command. Hey, the bookstore. Cool. Everything's got a moral if you can find it. Is that what that said? Ready to baby? Was that the monster at the end of this book? Yes! Love that book. And the monster turned out to be him.
Let me at least just get this one off the table. Yes, I love her. But not the way you do. Remember that group that stopped by Jackson for a few weeks on their way south to Mexico? There was this girl with them. She was selling paintings, like landscapes and shit.
Were they good?
No. I bought 4 of them.
Okay.
That f***ing feeling. When you're falling for someone and they're falling right back. But she couldn't stay. Didn't want to abandon her family like that. So she asked me to go with them instead. And I wanted to.
Then why didn't you?
Because I was taught to put other people first.
So, you're Saint Jesse of Wyoming, and everyone else is a fucking asshole.
You can make fun of me all you want, but let me ask you this, Ellie. I go with that girl to Mexico. Who saves your ass in Seattle?
Yeah, don't be ungrateful. Again. Oh, the marina. Okay. I like that we're getting more of Jesse's characterization.
It's gotta be Tommy.
Okay. Is this where are we getting the conflict? Or what's supposed to be a conflict? The choice? Oh, she sees it.
It's in the right direction. I don't see an easy way north, but if he got there, it means we can too.
Whale and whale.
Ellie, oh, Tommy's over there. That's where we're going.
Yeah, remember?
You don't know that's him. He would want me to do this. And Jesus Christ, if 3 more people had voted with you, you'd be coming with me.
I voted no.
I voted no. Because everything you do for you. It wasn't in the best interest of the community.
It's the community! All you do is talk about the fucking community, you hypocrite! Or like you'd do anything differently if you were in my shoes, because you're not, and you wouldn't.
Yep. Okay. Yep, go ahead, Ellie.
I really hope you make it.
Couldn't let it go. Dina was saying we need to go home. You agreed, but as soon as you saw that wheel and whale, you flipped all the way right back. Isaac's preparing to attack the island, right? The Seraphite Island. Jesse's going to get Tommy. Ellie's going to get Abby. So, okay. Are these all the wolves? These must be all the wolves prepping for their attack, I guess. Okay, so it's crossing over to the aquarium in the rough seas, ocean, whatever. Man, they made this really dark. At least they give like a little bit of light with the lightning, but I think they made it a little too dark. I mean, I know they're trying to go for that aesthetic and everything, but oh, you're screwed. Yep, there you go. Alright, start swimming. The boat beat you there? Is it the same boat? Oh. Holy crap, is she on the island? No freaking way. Holy crap. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay. I don't know what to think now. Oh. Oh my god. She's going through the ritual. Holy crap. What is gonna happen here? Okay.
The village.
The village! Leave her!
Oh, wow. Okay. This was so not supposed to happen. Okay, that's nuts. She ended up there. Why do that? Okay. So now she's back on track toward the aquarium, which is where she was supposed to end up. Huh, why'd they do that? Have her end up there first. It's too freaking dark. Yes, the lightning helps, but it's interesting. She wanted to save that Seraphite earlier, and then she gets caught by them, and she sees how they just were all set to just disembowel her. Okay, we know who those are for. Well, people who've played know who those are for. Okay, is this still gonna play out the same? Because if so, it's gonna be pretty messed up.
Hands up. Where's Abby?
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, easy. We don't know where she is.
You were just talking about her, so yes, you fucking do. You, bring me that map. You're gonna point to where Abby is, and then you're gonna do it in a better fucking match.
She's gonna kill us either way.
No, I won't, because I'm not like you.
Really?
3.
Because you tortured Nora and let her die. Or left her to die. Oh.
Knife? Do you have a knife? I only have 30 seconds. Get the fuck over here, please. You're gonna take it out. You're gonna get it out. I don't know how to do that. I do. Work fast. Fast.
Wow, okay.
What? Tell me what that means. You're doing good.
Well, hurry up and do something. Wow, really? You're not even gonna try? Yeah, see? Instead of going after Tommy, you went after your vengeance, and this is the result, and it's just gonna get worse. You had already agreed to leave.
Ellie! Let's go, come on. It's okay. Come on.
Oh, thank God.
Everything that happens from now is on you.
You know, they were part of it too. They made their choices. That's all there is to it.
Yep, they did. But at the same time,
But Abby gets to live.
Ellie made her choices.
Are you?
And everything that happens is because of all those choices.
I'm gonna start packing the doubles.
She could have made a different choice, and things would have turned out differently.
Thank you for coming back.
Maybe I didn't want to. Maybe Tommy made me.
Did he?
No. Because Jesse's still a good guy,
Nope.
despite of how angry he is. Understandably angry.
Because you're a good person.
But also, the thought did occur. If I were out there somewhere, lost and in trouble, you would set the world on fire to save me.
I would.
Crap. Oh, God. Please. Oh, no, no, no. Alright, here it comes. Crap. Ah, haha. Crap.
Stand up. Hands in the air or I shoot this one too.
Just run!
Shut the fuck up! Stop!
See what happens?
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. I'm the one that you want.
I let you live. And you wasted it.
Hey. You up?
Well, yeah, now.
Cool. All right, come on. Isaac wants to talk to us.
Okay. Just let me wake up. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right. It's your funeral.
Now?
Wait.
Now we get it? You wait till the frickin' end of the season? Seattle, day 1. Well, crap. Ah. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about it, shall we? Okay. That's the finale. We went through Ellie's 3 days in Seattle, finishing it off with that 3rd day. What do we got? We got Ellie coming back to the theater. We got Jesse dealing with the bolt in Dina's leg and trying to give her alcohol to numb the pain, and she refused. Then we get Ellie coming back, getting cleaned up by Dina. Ellie tells Dina about what Joel did, and that's the reason that the wolves came and killed him. And Dina says, we need to go home. And Ellie agreed, right? Right. So then she and Jesse go out to get Tommy so they can leave, right? They end up caught in a storm, take shelter, and there's that encounter with the Seraphite kid. And Ellie wants to help him. Jesse doesn't want to because earlier he talks with Ellie about Dina refusing the alcohol and saying that she can't die. Not that she doesn't want to die, that she can't die. And he guesses that she's pregnant, which Ellie accidentally confirms. So now he's going to be a father and he doesn't want to die either. So that's why he doesn't want to get involved with the Seraphite and Wolf War, understandably. We get Isaac, right? He's prepping for the attack on the Seraphite Island, and Abby, Owen, and Mel are missing. Manny's still around somewhere, but Isaac said that Abby is supposed to take over leadership after this because it's likely that Isaac and Park won't survive. Back to Ellie and Jesse, they make it to the bookstore where the rendezvous with Tommy was supposed to happen. Tommy's not there. We get a little bit of time with Jesse and Ellie and a bit more characterization of Jesse, how there was a girl from Alberta passing through with her family. She and Jesse kind of hit it off. She had to go with her family when they left because she didn't want to leave them and asked Jesse to go. But Jesse couldn't go because he felt he had a responsibility to Jackson and the people there who helped raise him. Jesse was always a good guy. They get that whole argument or that whole talk, and Ellie, lashes out as usual about how Jesse thinks he's a saint and everyone else are assholes or whatever it was that she said. There's some chatter on the radio, walkie-talkie radio, about a sniper that's not a Scar. They figure it's Tommy. So they go up to the roof, or up higher in the library building, and Jesse is trying to pinpoint where the Marine is at, and he locates it. But Ellie spots a Ferris wheel and a picture of the whale on the aquarium. And wheel and whale is what she said that Nora told her, saying that that is where Abby would have been. So she deliberately makes the decision to go after Abby instead of Tommy. She didn't even think about it. She didn't even debate it. As soon as she saw that wheel and whale, that's where she was going. And screw everything else, no matter who it was. It was essentially her uncle, and she pretty much abandoned him to go after Abby, saying, "We don't even know it's him, and yet who else is it gonna be, really? A sniper that's not a Scar." But she made her choice. She chose her vengeance over saving Tommy. She has this self-righteous speech about how Jesse would do the same thing and screw the community because Joel was her community and he was beaten to death in front of her. Which, okay, yeah, understandable. It is. But at that point in time, you had a choice. You were given a choice. Your vengeance or saving Tommy. You chose vengeance. That was the choice you made. So everything after that point, everything that happened after that point is on you because of that choice right there. Jesse wishes her luck, hopes she makes it, goes to save Tommy. We get her arriving at the pier or the dock or whatever, trying to get the boat. Wolves show up, like a whole bunch of them, on their boats, prepping for an attack on the Seraphites. They leave. She gets in the boat, tries to cross over to the aquarium, and capsizes after a giant wave just comes up and flips her motorboat over. Now, this next unexpected part was she ended up on the Seraphite Island. So I'm wondering why they put that scene in. I mean, they could have just had her end up at the aquarium, but they had her end up on the island and have an encounter with the Seraphites. They strung her up and were going to, disembowel her in that ritual they do. She told the kid, the little boy who spotted her, that, to tell them that she wasn't a wolf, but that little kid was like vicious and gave the disembowel signal or whatever. And they were going to, but then I guess the wolf attack started and their village was in trouble, so they left her. She lucked out. She didn't get disemboweled. She gets back to her boat that somehow ended up on the island too, or maybe it was a different boat. I don't know. She goes to the aquarium, encounters Owen and Mel. She asks them where Abby is, and they say they don't know. She doesn't believe them, and she tries to pull the trick with the map that Joel did before. You point out where Abby is, and then and a better match, Owen believes that Ellie was going to kill them anyway, and tried to go for a gun. Ellie shoots. It goes through Owen, killing him, and goes through Mel's neck. And she drops to the ground, freaking out because, hey, she's pregnant. And she tries to get Ellie to give her a C-section, which, yeah, Ellie doesn't know how to do that. Mel tried to, give her direction, and Ellie just says, I don't know what that is, and then Mel dies. And Ellie just sits there. She gives up. She doesn't even freaking try to get that baby out. She just sat there and did nothing. Unbelievable. Tommy and Jesse arrive. They get her out of there. They go back to the theater. Ellie is all traumatized and weepy and, well, yeah, okay. So you killed a guy who believed you were gonna kill him, and you killed a pregnant woman and didn't even try to save the baby. You didn't try at all. You could have at least given it a shot. At least the kid might have had a chance, but no. Back at the theater. They're prepping to leave. Tommy goes out to the lobby. Ellie and Jesse are alone again and talk. Ellie says thank you for coming for her again. And Jesse was saying that, oh, maybe I didn't want to. Maybe Tommy made me go. And Ellie says, is that what happened? And Jesse says no. And Ellie says it's because Jesse is a good person, which he is. And then he says that if it were Jesse in trouble, that Ellie would do whatever it took to save him, which she said she would. But would she really in that circumstance? Because we already saw her abandon Tommy, her uncle, Joel's brother. She had a chance to save him, but she didn't. She chose to go after Abby. Then there's gunshot. They go running, and of course Jesse runs out first and is killed, which sucked. I was hoping they wouldn't do that, but they did it. They freaking did it. At least this time he found out that he was going to be a dad. He found out about the pregnancy because they didn't even tell him in the game, which really sucked. So at least he knew before the end this time. So it's Abby, of course, because Ellie went and killed her friends, one of which was a pregnant woman. So Abby is again understandably pissed off because she let Ellie live. She could have killed her along with Joel. She let her live. And by doing so, her friends are now dead. And because of that, Jesse is now dead. Of course, Ellie is begging her not to kill Tommy, saying that she knows why Abby went after Joel, why she killed him, and that Joel did it for Ellie, killed all those people, including Abby's father, for Ellie, and that Ellie's the one, should be the one that Abby wants to kill. She points the gun at Ellie, the screen goes black, and we hear a gunshot. And then we cut back to Abby, waking up, Seattle, day 1. So we get the beginning of Abby's arc at the very end of season 2. The thing I was hoping for throughout the entire season, we get a snippet of at the very end. I didn't like Ellie by this point in the game. I felt like Jesse did, that everything she did was for herself, not for justice, not to ensure that they wouldn't come back and attack the people of Jackson. She did it for her vengeance, for her personal vengeance. Actually, by the end of the entire game, I did not like Ellie. Probably unpopular opinion, but I liked Abby more by the end of the game than I liked Ellie. Which is why I was hoping they would give us more of Abby's story before the end of this season, but they didn't. And now, Abby has shot Tommy, killed Jesse. At least you have an idea of why her friends were killed, one of which was pregnant, and understandably, again, she is pissed. And so she goes after the one who did it again, seeking vengeance again. Cycle of vengeance, right? Joel kills Abby's father, Abby kills Joel, Ellie kills Abby's friends, Abby kills Jesse, and then that's where we're at. Cycle, 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 back and forth. That's it for this season, unfortunately. We are now getting into Abby's viewpoint, so I'm thinking maybe all of season 3 might be Abby, which I'm not sure how viewers are going to handle that, because at this point, all they know of Abby is that she's killed characters that we like. Not having any of Abby's backstory to give the viewers an idea of her character. They are just, at this point, disliking her, hating her even, probably hating her, which is not fair, I don't think. So if season 3 is going to be completely focused on Abby's story, I don't know how the viewers will react to that. I'm looking forward to it, but people who don't take into account the different perspectives of everyone involved in this mess, they're just going to hate Abby and may refuse to just watch season 3 if the focus is on her, which it likely is. I think the creators messed up again by not blending the two stories more together. By doing just Ellie's, we don't get to know Abby enough to want to watch her, or at least the regular viewers won't want to watch her. I'm worried that season 3 is not going to do well with viewership, and if that's the case, we might not get the season 4 that we need to finish the story. Season 3 will be Abby's 3 days. We'll get to see her crew. We'll get to see what happens, why she and Mel and Owen went AWOL from the Wolves. We'll get to see a couple of characters that I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm not sure how much they're gonna have like Ellie's side of the story, the characters from Ellie's side of the story. I know we'll get Tommy for sure. Jesse maybe, because he was off wandering around, so there may be an encounter there. Ellie and Dina, I don't know how much they'll show up in the next season. I can't believe they did it this way. How are they supposed to keep Bella Ramsey and Isabella Merced in season 3 if the focus is on Abby? I have no idea how they're going to do that, but we'll get Abby's story, a couple new characters, probably her interactions with Isaac, and we'll find out more about Abby and her father and their relationship, how she, became such a valued member of the Wolves, how she interacts with the Seraphites and her attitude towards them, because she was, in the game, she was the top wolf, the greatest killer of scars. I'm looking forward to season 3. I hope they don't take too long to bring it to us. Getting season 2 took a while, so maybe since there's no strike interfering, maybe it'll happen sooner. I guess that will be it. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, a very big thank you. If you did enjoy watching, please do give a like down somewhere down here. And if you would like what I do, please subscribe. And if you want to know when I drop something new, there's the notification bell somewhere down there. Thank you again to all you humans and infected out there. Until next time, my name is Rhett, and I am a nerdy geek trying to react here on Nerdy Geeks React. See ya.